Calgary Police Service continues to investigate a late night shooting in northeast Calgary. At approximately 10 p.m. on Tuesday, July 16th, Calgary Police received multiple calls of shots being fired. Officers arrived on scene of the 5200 block of 4th Street Northeast and found an abandoned Toyota Celica with bullet holes in it. It's believed 2 people were seen leaving the scene of this car prior to the police arriving. 2 vehicles were initially together leaving the parking lot of the Denny's at McKnight Boulevard. Shots were fired from a black Toyota Tundra. The truck then fled south on Edmonton Trail and was last seen west on McKnight Boulevard. Police do not believe this was a random incident, but at this point in the investigation we have very few details.
Have you been able to reach the owners of the vehicle?
So the Toyota Celica we've determined is a stolen vehicle, and we're following up with the registered owner now.
Do you believe an altercation maybe started in the restaurant? Have you talked to the owners of the restaurant or whoever was working at the restaurant?
So at this point, we haven't been able to determine the nature of the association before the shots were fired. Our investigators have been on scene and have canvassed witnesses and canvassed the neighborhood for CCTV footage and that type of thing, but we're still trying to determine just exactly what the association was between these 2 parties.
How many shots were fired?
At this point, we don't know. We're examining the vehicle today, but it's fair to say there was multiple shots fired, but an exact number we don't know.
Does it appear to be 1 shooter or 2?
At this point, we don't know either. We believe the shots originated from the black Tundra, but we don't know.
Just looking at the vehicle last night, there appeared to be a separate hole in the passenger side fender that looked quite a bit smaller than the other 4, I believe, I can't remember.
And all I can say is the investigators are going to be doing a forensic examination of that vehicle sometime today, and hopefully more details will come to light after that.
Any sign of injury to the occupants?
Nothing apparent at this time. As part of our routine investigation, we did canvass hospitals last night, but nothing came to our attention that was related to this incident.
No blood in the seats or anything like that?
No.
I mean, obviously this is concerning anytime you've got people firing off multiple rounds in an urban setting. That's the potential for tragedy, unintended tragedy is.
Absolutely. So yeah, anytime we have parties exchanging gunfire or firing guns, especially at this time of day in a public area, it's very concerning to us, and we're going to investigate it thoroughly and try to determine those responsible.
Is there any sense that maybe I guess there's got to be the fear of what, somebody try to finish what they started here last night, or does this prompt somebody else to retaliate because now they know somebody's after them? I mean, that's got to be some kind of a concern for your investigation.
Well, absolutely. I mean, these individuals have already shown that they're willing to fire shots in a public area. So our investigation is going to focus on trying to determine the identity of these people and try to bring it to a resolution.
Do you have? How do I say this? Is there anything that is on your radar at all that might explain? It seems to me there've been a couple of these type of incidents here recently.
And we're so early in this investigation to try and determine motive. We don't even know the parties involved, so anything at this point would be speculation. And as our investigation continues, hopefully we'll come up with some of those answers.
So the vehicle is still at large, the Tundra is still looking for the Tundra?
That's correct.
Do you guys have a license plate on it at all?
No.
That you can work with?
No.
Do you know how many people were in it?
We believe there was 2 individuals in that vehicle.
Do you have descriptions? Or?
Very generic descriptions. We believe they were both were white males in their mid-20s.
Do you know who was in the other vehicle, or how many people?
We don't. We believe there was 2 people. Same description, white males in their mid-20s. The vehicle you may have missed, we have ascertained that vehicle is stolen, and we're following up with the registered owner.
Do you know how long ago it was stolen?
I don't have those details.
So not many leads on that then, I guess.
Sorry?
Not many leads from the car as to who would.
No, we're completing the examination of the car today, and we're hoping that's going to give us some further evidence.
So did you believe where the car ended up? Is that where the shooting is believed to have happened, or do you think the car traveled post-shooting?
No, we do believe that the car collided with a tree and was at a stop when the shots were fired at the vehicle.
So it collided with the tree, not as a result of the shooting, but prior to the shooting?
That's correct.
And I imagine it would be par for the course, but would police have would have checked all the hospitals to see if you had any?
Yeah, as part of the routine investigation, we canvassed the hospitals last night and didn't find anything related to this incident. We canvassed the neighborhood. We've canvassed the neighborhood for CCTV. We've elicited statements from several witnesses that observed the shooting, and of course there's much more follow-up to be done.
And how, if I was just a fly on the wall, like how many, is the car like riddled with bullets? Does it have numerous?
And I haven't got the results of the examination yet. There was numerous shots fired, but we at this point don't know, an exact number.
But there was numerous that actually hit the vehicle?
And I'm still waiting for results from our examination.
And do you have any indications that somebody was injured? Like, would there be blood in the car, or is there anything that
Right.
indicates?
At this point, there's no indication that there was any injuries.
Is there any indication that the two vehicles met in the parking lot? Is there any, has this been ruled out that it was a drug deal?
Well, we don't know the motive. We do believe that the two vehicles were together prior to this incident. The nature of that relationship, we have no idea at this point. But it does appear that they were together prior to leaving the parking lot and prior to the shots being fired.
And what did, sorry, I'm asking everything, that's
No, it's okay.
So the witnesses had seen them leaving the Denny's parking lot, but did witnesses say that they'd sort of seen a bunch of people come out of Denny's, or that they just were two vehicles in the parking lot?
Right, and we're still trying to determine the nature of that relationship and that, how those vehicles came to be together.
Are you optimistic that CCTV might assist in leads in this, like with a driver's license plate or something?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have obtained some CCTV, and that still has to be examined and see what further evidence that's going to provide.